Hi, everybody. Bob Sokoler, Sokoler Team, Remax Properties, ECS. You can probably imagine by the rocks and mountains behind me, it is, once again, Red Rock Canyon. I love this place. It's just great being back to nature. Coming up, my favorite place in the entire U.S., in fact, the world, for eating dinner. We'll share that with you. First, Michelle is here with us because she is going to help me to help you with the number one thing that's hurting home sales right now: not enough homes on the market. And you may say, well, I don't want to put my home on the market because there aren't any homes for me to buy. So Michelle, let's just say you have a home to sell. The reason you don't want to sell is what?
Because I can't find another home.
Because you can't find another home. So what I'm going to share with you is a technique that we're using successfully to help sellers find their next home. So Michelle, let's say your house is on the market for $400,000. Okay?
Okay.
All right. We put it on the market. We get an offer for, let's say, $410,000 or $420,000, which is good.
Yes.
You want more than that?
Yeah.
You do, of course. Everybody wants more than what it's worth. And these days, the market is so hot, you are probably going to get more than it's worth. But here's the thing. Instead of just accepting a $410,000 or $420,000 offer, if that's good for you,
Right.
Yep, we're going to counter back with something we call a reverse contingency. So here's how this works. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We counter back to the buyer's agent and say, look, we like your numbers, but this offer is contingent on our seller finding their next home. We're going to need 10, 15, 20, 30 days. You fill in the number there. And if we find the next house for you, then the whole contract goes forward. But if we don't find your next home, you know what happens?
We don't go forward.
We don't go forward. The contract is null and void, and you stay where you are. We put it on the market and continue until we find somebody who will accept this reverse contingency. Now, you might say, why would a buyer accept a reverse contingency, right?
Right.
Right, because logically, you're on hold for 10, 20, 30 days. It's because there's so few homes on the market right now that buyers will do just about anything if they find a nice home that they want to live in. So in many cases, they will accept that reverse contingency offer, waiting for you to find your next home. Okay, now there's another technique we're using. So instead of a reverse contingency, we do an extended closing date. So normally in this market, do you know how many days it takes to close a loan on a house?
Probably 60.
More like 30 to 45 days. But what if we reverse this contract and we said, well, we will accept your $420,000, but we will close in 45 to say 75 days, somewhere in there. And guess what? You know who picks the closing date within that time frame? You do.
The seller.
The seller would. That's right. So that means that you can close on your day. That gives you 30 or more days to be able to find your next home, because it will take 30 to 45 days for you to close on that home. And guess what? You've found your new house and you've sold your old one, right?
Right.
Sound good?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. She's not normally on camera, so this is good that she's actually being on camera with us. Now that you understand the reverse contingency and an extended closing date, let me take you someplace that I love. You know I love to eat. Here in Las Vegas, this is my favorite place. Here we go. So this is the place that I'm talking about, Din Tai Fung. I'm here at the Aria Hotel. And I gotta tell you, I first sampled the food at this restaurant, Din Tai Fung, back in Seattle about 6 or so years ago. They've got several locations, but it really is a special Taiwanese restaurant.
So Din Tai Fung originated in Taiwan. It was our first restaurant. So originally it was a xiaolongbao and an oil company. But the xiaolongbao was so popular that they actually got out of the oil business and transitioned to a full-on restaurant. And if you may have noticed here, the gentleman go pan over, this is going to be our pork xiaolongbao, or this is what basically our restaurant is built around.
Now this dish, Michelle, is why we are here, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, you like wonton soup?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you got to be careful because these are very hot. And these are prepared fresh out front as we were coming in. So what we're going to do...
They'll swishy out, won't they?
Right, so hold that.
Okay.
Okay. They'll squishy out is right. Now, you got to be very careful because see, so it looks like a regular wonton, right?
Yep.
Now here's the secret. Once this is in here,
Yep.
you break, and I'm gonna try to do this on
Right, you
camera.
break it.
You break it a little bit, and notice, I don't know if you can see this, but wonton soup is in the wonton. The actual soup is contained in the wonton.
Yep.
And then
Like that. Be careful.
it's not that hot, so go ahead and eat it. See what you think.
It's a big bite.
I know, take a big bite. What do you think?
It's good.
It's good. I love this. This is so unique and so different because, let's face it, wonton soup in a wonton that's self-contained. Where else are you going to figure they're going to see that? All right, so we just finished the meal. Again, you can see behind me Din Tai Fung. That's the entrance here at the Aria. So your thoughts? You were not necessarily thrilled about the food.
No.
Really?
No.
Not much taste for you?
No.
See, and I loved it, but let's face it, this is what makes the world go round, good and bad. Anyway, we're heading back to Louisville. If you need to talk about real estate, we are ready to help you. Call me, my team is ready. We're ready to come list your home. You can reach me anytime on my cell phone, area code 502-376-5483. We really are in Vegas. Wait, let's just turn around for a second so everybody can see what's behind us here at the Aria. Yeah, there's a lot of slot machines. I don't gamble, you don't gamble, right?
Right.
No, rather work. Again, reach me on my cell phone, area code 502-376-5483. In Las Vegas with Michelle, I'm Bob Sokoler, the Sokoler team, RE/MAX Properties East.